Okay, so we're going to show you a few different exercises that you can do with this great piece of equipment called the KettleBell. The first exercise we're going to do is called the KettleBell swing. So this is a great dynamic movement, fantastic for the bum and the belly. So we're going to take the bell back between the legs, and she uses the thrust of the hips to throw the bell up and back. Every time she gets a great stretch through the hamstrings and a great butt squeeze at the top of the exercise there. So you want to breathe out and in. And that dynamic exercise is called the KettleBell swing. We're going to use the kettlebell now to do our squat. So we're going to grab the kettlebell, turn it upside down, hold it like a little bit like a goblet just underneath the chin. And as Lou lowers herself down into a squat, she's going to aim for her elbows to hit her knees and comes back up to standing. As she pushes up, she's going to drive her heels down into the floor and squeeze her bum at the top of the movement. Pressing down through the floor, squeezing the bum. And that's your kettlebell squat. We're going to now do a kettlebell deadlift. This is great for your bum and back and a fantastic exercise. If you sit down all day at work, this is the exercise that you definitely want to be adding into your workout. So Lou's going to start by slightly bending the knees and pushing the bum back. And as she grabs the kettlebell, she squeezes her bum and comes all the way up to standing, squeezing her shoulder blades at the back. Lowers it down, bum out, bum squeezed. Notice she's keeping her shoulders back here. A nice strong back, big stretch through the hamstrings, bum squeeze at the top. And that's your kettlebell deadlift. Okay, now we're going to do a kettlebell lunge. This is a great way to make your lunge just a little bit more challenging using the kettlebells. So what Lou's going to do, she's got both kettlebells, one in each hand. She's standing up straight, chest out to the mirror, shoulders back. She's going to step out into her lunge and come back up to standing and changing legs all the time. Weight distributed into the back of the front foot. All the time, shoulders back, chest out, chin high. And that's your kettlebell lunge. Great. So we're going to do a full body movement. This is called the kettlebell squat to press. So Lou's going to grab her kettlebell, she's going to turn it upside down. That's it. She's going to drop down into her squat. Now as she stands up, going to press the bell up over the head, shoulders back behind the ears, and just going to come down and do a couple more repetitions for us. That's it. It's a nice full body movement driving through the heels all the way up through the hands. And that's your kettlebell squat to press. Okay, so our last challenging exercise for today using the kettlebells is called the Renegade Row. Lou's going to start in plank position on the kettlebells, which in itself is an exercise, a more difficult plank. But what Lou's going to do, she's going to get herself nice and balanced. She's going to drive down through one hand and lift the other kettlebell up into a row, and then alternate to lift the other hand. It's a great core exercise, great back exercise, and it's quite challenging, so something to work towards. And that's your kettlebell Renegade Row.